Hello everybody, and welcome to the 34th episode of my Dark Souls 2 Faith Build playthrough. My name is Tabriel, and today we're going to continue our journey through Outdrang Lake. In the last episode, we visited all of these giants' memories, and we got a bunch of items from it. Now, I didn't believe I got all of the items in every single area. However, I did get all of the major ones that I wanted. I do believe there is a spear I can get from one of them, but I just don't care with grabbing it right now. So, for now, we are going to actually head back to Majula to where we will level up a bit. And from there, we'll discuss what we're going to do. Now, there are two things that I want to do this episode most of all. Now, there was one memory that I didn't visit last episode, and another we're going to visit this one. I did mention that there was a dragon memory that we could visit. So we are going to head there this episode here shortly. But first, I'm going to want to talk to this lady right here.
Bearer of the curse, until hope.
Yes, you're very lovely. Okay. Now, we need to upgrade our health a bit because I am not very tanky right now. So, that's something I've been neglecting for a long while. And I don't think I have any Estus Flask shards. Nope, I do not. In fact, I still need to find some, I think, unless if I have all of them. I can't quite remember, to be honest. Okay. So for now, we are going to go to here. Brightstone Cove. Now this is a totally optional thing, you don't have to do it. I didn't even know about it actually until not terribly long ago. So that should tell you enough really, that it isn't really required in the least. I'm just terrible at this sort of thing. And I can always talk to her, but I'm not sure if it's really necessary right now. I don't quite feel like acquiring her services right now. Okay, dokie. And right through here. We've all been through this before. Go through here, attack these guys. Kill the scrubs. Have pretty much no problem with them. Well, those guys have a weird amount of poise, though. It's very odd, the poise they have, like, because they seem to flinch, but then they just won't, poise break. Find it pretty interesting, to be honest. Okay, and there's one more we need to kill over here before we, continue. Okay. Now we can pretty much run past everything here, although there is a key that we got at the end of this area, I believe, that we haven't used on the door over here. So we might want to go ahead and check this out as well. So we are going to go ahead and take these guys out, of course. And there's a lot of these spiders, which we can pretty much one-shot, even though I guess they poised, or they hit us before we killed it. They do that quite a lot for some reason. Okay, let's go ahead and back off. And one more to kill. Okay, parrying dagger, don't really need it. Yep, enemy horde, but treasure. As you can see here, there are a lot of little spiders in here. Now, open this, and as soon as you do that, spiders. So just go ahead and back off a bit. And then just kill them as they go through. This makes this a heck of a lot easier rather than getting swarmed by them in that large room. Gotta Spartan it up over here and funnel them through a small area. I think that's all of them. Okay, and somebody died in this spot. Now, what did they die to? I'm just going to guess spiders. And here you go. Black Knight Ultra Greatsword, Great Fireball, and Fire Seed. Quite a good haul, I would say. Oh yeah, that guy. You know, I totally forgot about you. Back off. You got a weird moveset there, dude. And large titanite shards. I totally forgot they could even drop those. It's okay, learning all sorts of things. Or at least remembering it. Okay, now let's see here. I have all the rings I need on. Everything is good. And we'll continue. Usually I wouldn't show this stuff, but I wanted to show you the little optional area over there. Otherwise, I would have just cut to the dragon. Okay, let's see here. Right there. And right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take out these little swarmers. No, oddly enough, I actually like spiders. That may seem like a weird thing to a lot of people, but I don't mind them in the least in real life. I kind of find them cute, which may just cause some of you to gasp in surprise. But I'm the weird guy who will take the spiders out by hand, essentially, which is, I understand, very dangerous, especially where I live, where there are black widows and brown recluses. But I find most spiders around here are pretty docile, and unless if you're specifically trying to piss them off, they won't bite you or anything. And over here is a crystal. I don't remember if that crystal was there or not last time we were here. We're going to examine it. Okay. Dragon memories. Now, if we look here, those almost look like those world trees. I forgot what they were called. But they were numerous, and it's just like the area below Blightstone, where you saw tons of them, just like in the beginning cinematic of Dark Souls 1. This place seems to have a distinct lack of sound, too. Let's go ahead and examine Ancient Dragon Soul. I believe that's actually all that's here. And it seems to be one of the Ancient Dragon Souls, or dragons, because this guy's made of stone. Although he seems to be dead, which is interesting. The dragons in Dark Souls were neither alive nor dead. And, actually there was sound. Apparently my headphones decided to lower the sound for some reason. Sorry about that. I'm hoping you guys were able to hear that on your end. So I got the sound up again. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at that dragon soul really quick if we can find it. I think it's in here. It's probably got a unique, yeah, ancient dragon soul. Soul of the great ancient dragon that stands magnificently deep within the shrine. This powerful being stands and waits for whomever may visit him. He is a dragon soul created by those peered into the essence of the soul to acquire numerous souls or to create something of great worth. And we got the giant lord soul too. Vendrick crossed the seas, took prisoner the giants, and brought them back to his castle, clasped in irons. However, after this modest triumph, his countenance could be seen to grow darker with each passing day. And of course, we could also create something of great worth with that as well. I believe we can make a sword of sorts with the dragon soul. The same weapon that we, or a weapon very similar to the weapon that we got from the dragon in Ashen Lake. Okay, so now that we got that done, we are now going to go ahead and head back to the last bonfire. Only took us 10 minutes or so, but here we are. And finally, we are going to go back to Vendrick. So let's go ahead and head there before we get attacked by spiders. Okay. Not Drang Lake Castle, we want to go to the Undead Crypt. There we go. Actually, I think I wanted to go to the first bonfire there, maybe. Either one works, I guess. This one works just fine. Okay. And here we go, running. Now, of course, there's still enemies here. I believe we can run past them and they won't continue to follow us. But of course, we're still going to have trouble with, let's say, like this guy. So let's go ahead and take him out before anything else. There we go. And he couldn't ring the bell, so we don't have to worry about those ghosts spawning from these little peeler things. If the enemies do follow us into Vendrick's chamber, we're just going to have to deal with them. I'm going to try and run past them, however. If possible, or if I might just get, you know, banged over there. Okay. No, they're definitely following me. Just for a while. Are you going to continue to follow me? Nope, they stopped there. I think they know when to stop. Okay. So, we could touch those, remains over there, but first, I think I want to kill Vendrick. So this is going to be not terribly hard, but I don't remember his moveset really at all. So we might have a bit of trouble here. He doesn't aggro at all until you attack him. So let's see here if there's anything that I can put on that will help. Maybe some Crimson Water if needed. Okay. There we go. Now let's go ahead and attack him. Yep, he does a lot of damage, as you can see here. And he'll do some jumping attacks if I remember right. So we're dealing much more damage than we usually would, because we got those souls. But as you might tell, he's pretty highly resistant to lightning, so we're just gonna have to deal as much damage as possible. So far, we aren't doing too terribly bad. I'm not sure if he has any other attacks. So we're just gonna have to slowly do a little bit of a tango with him here. So far, it seems like some of them are just straight up missing, which is nice. But we'll get something interesting from him after we kill him, so. Besides, it's nice to, finally put the old man to rest anyways. Please don't get hit. Oh, I definitely got hit there, and thankfully dodged. Come on, heal up before he jumps at me. I believe he can jump. Nope. Yeah, I thought I dodged that correctly, but apparently not. That's a shame. Anyways, it's nice that that fog wall comes up when you attack him, basically saying, you ain't leaving. But as you can see, he isn't really that terribly hard of a boss fight. It's just one mistake can really screw you up, because he deals so much damage. And I think I got all of the, giant souls I needed. I might need one more. I don't think so. No, there's a bunch here. Wonder if they're in key items. You know, I don't remember. They're probably in here somewhere and I'm just not seeing them. So yeah, Old Iron King Soul, Soul of the Rotten, Fucking Glass Knight, Skeleton, Guardian Soul, Ancient Dragon Soul, Ancient Lord Soul. There we go, there's 4 here, and I think there's a 5th you can get, I think. I believe if you kill the giants in the Gulch in New Game Plus mode, I believe they'll also give you another, or at least they used to. They might have changed that in a patch in the past in order to prevent people from farming that stuff up. In order just to make this boss fight infinitely easier. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and buff up again. And now that we aggroed him, he is not happy. Generally, I just want to be behind him if at all possible, so we won't have to worry about being hit and we could just deal as much damage and won't have to block. But if need be, we can go ahead and go back to one-handing. Problem is, if he does something like that, it makes things significantly harder. Go ahead and attack that wall. Okay, switching back. See, I messed up because I wanted to use my buff again, but I wasn't in the right position to do so. Let's go ahead and back off a bit. We're going to want to be on this side of him so we won't get hit. So otherwise, as you saw earlier, he actually hit me like with the very broad side of his sword. Like the very near the hilt part. Not very good with sword terminology. Sorry, guys. Which is weird because that should be one of the weakest parts, but you know, it'd be kind of hard to calculate that much damage, I think, for an individual part of the weapon. Although I think they did that in the first Dark Souls. I think, anyways. Okay, we're going to want to heal up and then run back as soon as before he can do anything. Okay. So far, so good. Come on. Okay. Not doing too terribly against him so far. Just gotta make sure he doesn't get backed up in these corners over here. Otherwise I'm gonna have a majorly bad time. But yeah, you don't want to do too many attacks in a row, otherwise you're just going to deplete your stamina. But that's Dark Souls 101. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get hit. Come on. No! He tracked there. He definitely tracked there. Which is, as I've gone over and over with Dark Souls, that's one of the major things I complain about is the enemy tracking. Where you know they were going to attack, say, like here, but they follow you way the hell over here with their weapon. It's like, you know, the archers changing the trajectory of their arrows mid-flight. Which also happens in the first Dark Souls, but that's something that I'll less complain about because at least those don't do half your health and damage. So we're just gonna have to go ahead and fight him again, unfortunately. Annoying, but you know, that's to be expected. And thankfully they do add your blood stain outside the room just in case if you wanted to fight them later because they knew people were going to have this problem. Well, the problem if they didn't have enough giant souls. But like I said, if I have too much trouble in this guy, I might just cut out any further attempts. Because I don't want to leave you guys hanging for, you know, so long. Just to wait to, you know, have me finally get done with this. You know, that's the first time he's used that attack. Maybe he only uses that ranged. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely gonna cut out more attempts. Because this is just getting ridiculous. It's getting super ridiculous at this point. He's not a boss I fight very often at all. Same thing with the Dark Lurker, I don't fight that one very often either. I usually just pass him over, but I wanted to do that for the sake of this playthrough, just to show you guys it, but it's just starting to get more annoying than it is, fun at this point, but I will trudge through. I'll continue, because that is the Dark Souls way. Besides, I'm just, you know, just making mistakes here and there. But frankly, though, the Dark Souls series is not the hardest game in the world, especially because it's pretty forgiving with some of its mistakes, especially this game. Like if really needed, I can go by and buy some more regenerative, stones. I just haven't really yet. I might if I fail this attempt. But there's a game I've been playing recently off camera called Wings of V, and it's a, kind of a Super Meat Boy-esque platformer, and that game, that requires you not mess up ever, because you are fucked if you mess up. Yeah, okay. And I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I actually had to cut out for a bit because I decided to go ahead and go back to Majula to buy some more stones. So now I've got Crimson Water, some Green Blossoms, Life Gems, and Estus Flasks plus 4. I think we should be good for the boss fight, hopefully. And we're going to go ahead and heal up. Let's heal up all the way here. And we're going to preemptively use a life gem. And we're going to buff our weapon. As well as use a green blossom. Okay, now we should be good. I'm hoping anyways. Yeah, this is the jumping attack I was worried about. Because he can do a lot of damage with it. Okay, I need to get back into the groove of things here. Well, apparently I can't get back into the groove of things if he hits me like that. Okay, let's heal up. If he'll give us time to. Oh, he will, apparently. Okay, let's go ahead and life gem here in a second. I want to keep... There we go. Doing so well last couple times, then just... doing bad. I think I'm just losing my touch here. Getting out of the groove. which can happen. Sometimes, when you get out of your groove, just need to take a little bit of a break or something. Especially if you've been recording all night like I have. I've actually been recording a couple episodes in a row. Last episode is part of the same play session as this one. I just split them up, which is pretty easy to do. Okay. And we got, well, goddamn camera made me lock off. Fucking hell. So yeah, apparently this is the episode of fail right now. Okay, super serial time. We're going to get this mofo and we're going to beat him down. We're going to hit him straight in the ass there. Many times as possible. Put this lightning sword up his butthole. See how his kingliness likes that. Assuming he's not going to like it very much. At least I hope so. Back up with that. Ran out of my buff. I don't care at the moment. Okay. I gotta just stop blocking, I think. That's my main problem, is I'm trying to block his attacks, and they can't really be blocked very well. Just need to start remembering how to roll into them. I also need to upgrade my agility, I think, a bit, too. Now that I think about it. Probably that's what I might want to do next, just in case. And, sorry I'm being quiet here, I'm really trying to concentrate because I've had a tough time on this guy thus far, even though really I shouldn't by any sort of reason. He isn't that hard, he just hits hard. He hits really friggin' hard. But he himself, his moveset is pretty predictable. Don't know why, I guess just never fight this guy much. Okay, come on. Let's do an attack I can avoid. Maybe 3 or 4 more sessions of this and I'll be able to kill him. Come on. And he's dead, finally. God damn. We're going to be all pumped up and cheer for that. Praise the sun. Got 90,000 souls. My god. Okay, for some reason I thought we actually got an item for that, but apparently not. We might get an item later on, but for now let's actually go ahead and examine this. Memory of the King. Oh, look, it's Vendrick himself.
Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am Vendrick, ruler of Drang Lake. As flame rises, so does it fade. Such is the way of things. Do you intend to link the fire? Then you must first take the throne. Prove your worth. Find the ancient crowns. Seek adversity, and they will be yours. And your wishes granted.
Okay.
And your wishes.
Yep.
And
Okay, that's all he has to say for now. Basically, I believe he has more dialogue for each DLC that we do. We can come back to him and talk to him. But, that is that. And I think we are going to end the episode here because we just did a pretty good feat there. That he really isn't that hard, but I just made it much harder than it should have been. I should have been just two-handing and dodging the whole time. So, in the next episode, we are actually going to start going into the DLC, and I think I decided that we are going to go ahead and do the DLC with this character, but it will be under another playthrough name. I'll try to link that playthrough at the bottom of this episode once it starts. So thank you guys for joining me on the 33rd or 34th episode, I can't quite remember, of my Dark Souls 2 Faith Build playthrough. Hope to see you on the next one, although that one might be a while because we are heading into the DLC. We'll start this one back up once the DLC is completely finished, but don't worry, we'll be seeing more of this character. Because he is going into the DLC now. So, goodbye everybody, take care. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to see more, and see you all in the next one.